Hello, my name's Han. Today I got a domination gameplay where the impossible happens and I actually get put on a good team. It happens so rarely I just felt the need to immortalize it. And right here you're about to see one of my worst habits. Get the kill, start my reload, but before it's complete, throw my little healing brick at the wall and have to reload twice. Now you may be wondering why I'm using that little brick instead of the medic bag. And the reason for that is you can heal yourself and stay on the move, or heal a teammate and have them stay on the move. With the medic bag, you have to stay in one place, and I feel that hurts you more than it helps. The only time I can see the medic bag as an advantage over the brick is when you've got a whole group of teammates in one place and they can just all crowd around it and heal together. And as you can see, I'm using the AUG A3. This gun just never disappoints me no matter what game it's in. Now, I think a lot of people shy away from this gun because in the in-game stats where it shows those little bars that gives you the stats of the weapon, it shows this gun having a lower accuracy than all the other assault rifles. But I would definitely recommend you guys try this thing out. The fact that this is a bullpup rifle gives it a substantial hipfire bonus over the other assault rifles. And on top of that, when you're aiming down sights, you can move faster and you get less of a penalty for accuracy while moving and aiming down sights. Plus, the recoil on this thing is very manageable. It's actually kind of hard to explain, though. Like, the recoil pattern on this thing, it seems kind of random and it bounces around a lot. It's hard to tell where the recoil is going to go. But it seems to center itself faster than the other guns. Now, I don't know if this is a fact or not, but it's just the feel I get while using it. And this is my second most used gun in the game, so I've used it quite a bit. This thing also works with just about every attachment configuration I've tried with it. Right now I'm using the angled foregrip to mitigate that first shot recoil, and the muzzle brake to mitigate the rest of the recoil, so this thing just rock solid at any range. And if you use it to like burst fire at long range, you don't see much of a penalty from the muzzle brake either. But I've also found this thing's really effective as a suppressed weapon. I usually run it with suppressor and stubby grip to keep the accuracy up, and in more objective-based game modes it's great to stay off the radar, especially in things like Rush when you really have to get behind the other team if you want to plant an MCOM. Now here's a reason I like the brick. You can see teammates injured, I could just throw it at him and he starts healing right away. Now if I was using the medic bag in that situation, there would be nothing I could do for him. Now this still ended with both of us getting killed, but at least the principle works. And I probably should have kept an eye on the ammo counter at the bottom. I didn't know I only had 3 rounds left for that engagement. But here you can see my team's actually playing objectively. I spawn in and my whole squad's already right on the objective. And because of that, even though my teammate gets killed, I'm right there to revive him. Now it seems a lot of people don't know this, but if you hold down the button for a few seconds, it'll charge your paddles and you can bring them back to 100% health right away. And I can't tell you how good it feels just to have a team that knows what they're doing on your side. The teams I usually get put on have the skills of lobotomized, thumbless monkeys, but this time I think my teammates were actually humans with thumbs. I believe I ended up going 23-6 by the end of this game, and I wasn't even the MVP. Now, I'm not claiming to be some kind of amazing Battlefield player or anything like that, but more often than not I find myself having to carry my team just to get anything done. But here, my whole team just pulled their own weight, and we all ended up with really good scores. Now, I have a question for you guys. Does anyone know how the squad specialization thing actually works? Because I honestly can't tell what builds them up to let you get more perks. There have been times I've been getting lots and lots of kills. My whole team has been playing the objective. I've been playing the objective, but it just doesn't build up at all. And I do know that it gets reset if your squad gets wiped, but in those situations, our squad stayed alive the whole time and it still wouldn't build up. And other times, the game literally just starts 30 seconds ago, and we are already three perks up. I honestly don't know how this thing works. So if anyone's cracked that little code, let me know in the comment section. And here's how you know I'm using the Xbox One recorder. I can only record 5 minutes at a time, and I have to save them as 2 separate clips. That's why I'm probably not going to be posting any Conquest large gameplays or anything like that. That would be just such a hassle to have to keep recording, stopping, recording and stopping, and then stitching them all together. I might invest in an actual recording device if people actually watch my videos, but for now it's gonna be just team deathmatch and domination. Maybe some rush if I can get a short game that's actually decent. Now, something that I found out fairly recently is that the suppressors don't behave the same way in this game as they did in Battlefield 3. In Battlefield 3, the suppressor would make your range terrible pretty much. It would start your drop off a lot sooner and hit your minimum damage a lot sooner. But in this game, range and damage aren't affected at all. It does, however, cut the muzzle velocity in half, so you gotta be careful with that. With some of these guns, the muzzle velocity gets cut so much, the bullets travel so slowly that it's nearly impossible to hit a moving target at just about any range except point blank. But if you're planning on flanking people and staying up close and personal, I would definitely recommend you use the suppressor a lot. Just stay away from your teammates that are not using suppressed weapons, because when they fire, they're going to show up on the map and that's going to draw enemies to your area too. So it's more for when you're on your own, trying to be stealthy, sneak behind enemy lines, things like that. My team is just completely destroying the other guys. I mean, we have almost 3 times as many tickets as them right now. I mean, it's amazing how much better you can do just when you have a good team compared to a bad one. I mean, your skill level stays the same, but having teammates that can actually back you up and do work just does wonders for your score. See, again, like, we've been playing really well and objectively this whole game, but our squad perks, they're still at the second level with ammo. Seriously, what do you have to do to build those things up? I really don't understand. Another thing I don't stand is shotgun accuracy, the calculations for that. Like, if you go on Battlelog and look at my stats for the 870, it says my accuracy with that gun is like 124%. Seriously, every game I use a shotgun and I look at the stats afterwards, it shows me getting over 100% accuracy. The only thing I can think of that kind of makes sense is that it counts every one shot as a single shot, but every pellet that hits, it counts separately. So if more than one pellet hits, you're getting more than 100% accuracy, but that, I don't understand why they would do that. Now, when I saw this, I thought this guy just made a really good shot, but looking back, I think he was actually aiming for my teammate and then just ended up hitting me by accident. Well, he's using that thing naked. He doesn't have any attachments on it. Sniping with iron sights is actually a lot of fun in this game. And Healing Brick to the rescue. It's not easy to snipe with the iron sight since you need headshots to get those reliable one-shot kills. But when you do get them, it's just so satisfying. And I was just randomly spraying there. I didn't see anyone, but I managed to get a kill anyway. And if you look at the ticket count, they're down to 26 and we have almost 250. Honestly, I commend these guys for not rage quitting. I think someone made a mistake in that I was supposed to be on that other team, but somehow I got put on the good one. Just terrible accuracy right there. Don't look at that. Look at that guy. What is he? Some kind of stair gremlin? He's just hiding under there. Okay, nobody can see me if I hide under these stairs. Uh-oh. Yeah, I think this might be the widest margin of victory I've ever had in a Battlefield 4 game. At this point, they've drained about 60 of our tickets, and we drained about 280 of theirs. And the moment they capture something, my team is always just right there to take it back. See, right there, they just captured C, and we're already right on top of it. And more bad accuracy on my part, but I managed to get the kill. And that'll do it for this game. We won by 236 tickets. Thanks for watching. Oh, and I'll put a link to my last video where I talked about the Gull Sniper Magnum bug where you can use the iron sights with the 14 times variable zoom.